Good morning and a very warm welcome to you all on this bright and sunny day. It really does feel like spring is in the air. Well, we were overwhelmed by the response we received from our first virtual there last month with our friend Paul Cleary from Carib Tours. If you didn't get a chance to link in, it is still available on our YouTube page. So with the euphoria that international travel is on the roadmap to recover, we are confident that travel will be possible this summer. The important date to note is the 5th of April, when the report from the Global Travel Force will be published. The report, in conjunction with representatives from aviation and the travel sectors, will be outlining their recommendations on how travel can start safely, possibly as early as May this year. I have been personally involved in a group directly feeding in to the recommendations into the government's task force, working to alleviate consumer concerns around international travel and how we can all travel safely this summer, confident in the knowledge that our clients are being looked after by travel professionals who truly care. I am Jackie Stedman. This is April's River Cruise Virtually There. Our guest this month I have known and worked with for many, many years. He is a true king of style and an expert in luxury travel on the water. And he is going to bring us up to date with what we can expect from river cruises once travel reopens. So Danny Joel from Scenic and Emerald Cruises, welcome to Virtually There.
Oh, thank you for that introduction, Jackie. I'll pay you later for that one. Seriously, it's my absolute pleasure to be here today talking all things scenic and emerald luxury cruising and ultimately supporting you, my best friend in travel and one of our preferred travel agents, TravelTime World. So let's start with a little bit of history about the company. So we were started in 1986 by our founder and owner, Glenn Moroney, who simply just bought a coach, started offering coach tours in and around Australia, in particular Newcastle, right down the Great Ocean Road. And since then, at the end of the decade, our touring program, Scenic Tours, has gone global, offering tours in Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, the Rockies and beyond. We're very much a global operation as well, with operational hubs in Boston, Vancouver, here in the UK, up in Manchester, in Zug in Switzerland, and down in Southeast Asia. But in 2006, Glenn ventured into the world of river cruising. He started to charter out river ships, but always knew he could do it bigger and better. So he came up with a design, took it to the Holland shipyard, and now we're proud to say that we own, manage and operate 14 of what we call spaceships. Yes, Jackie, not because they're from space, it's because they're so spacious, okay? Packed full of innovation, technology and design, cruising all the main rivers of Europe and Southeast Asia. And we know you clients are very technically savvy, and we, especially throughout the pandemic with all the virtual information you're receiving, but we do urge you to look online on Cruise Critic, which recommended provider, because we've won various awards over the years that we've been operating. So who has been river cruising? I certainly have. I'm very, very passionate about it. So why choose a river cruise? So first and foremost, for me, it's like a mini city break. You're stopping in the heart of these wonderful cities and destinations. You only have to unpack once. You cruise through the ever-changing, beautiful scenery in the most intimate and stylish floating boutique hotels. We have a choice of staterooms and suites. The dining options are absolutely immense. I've been working in the luxury travel sector, as Jackie said, for over 20 years, and I can seriously say I've never tasted cuisine like it. You've got to appreciate you're stopping all the time, so we're able to get fresh produce on board. So we'll talk a little bit about the dining options. Also the first class service, the staff to guest ratio. The excursions, you know, we're stopping off up to 5 excursions per day. So all inclusive, and we're really going that nth degree, those little things we put into our holidays to make it extra special. So as I mentioned, we are fully inclusive, all inclusive, the most inclusive river operator on the market. So as we go through the presentation, we'll look at the spaceships. I'll take you on a little bit of a virtual tour of our suites, the butlers, the dining options, the enrich experiences, creating that once in a lifetime experiences for our guests, taking you off the ship. My memory was I stopped in Vienna, the coaches picked us up, we went to Palais Liechtenstein, we were fed the champagne, the canapes, we watched the opera and the ballet. It was just simply breathtaking. And again, the free choice activities, up to 5 excursions per day, which is part of the all-inclusive. So if you've got 5 family members on board, or 5 friends, I beg your pardon, you could do 5 different things. The tailor-made device, and then also go in that nth degree, that extra mile for our guests. So the next slide, you'll be able to see one of our spaceships. This is what she looks like. This is the Scenic Sapphire, packed full of engineering. And as you can see the front here, the bow just dips down a little bit because, as you appreciate, you do get high and low river levels, so she can get onto that lower bridge. The wheelhouse is on a hydraulic system, and from midship to the front, you get all your dining options. The Panorama Lounge, this is where the cruise director will give you an overview of what you can expect on a day-to-day basis. And then from the midship to the rear, this is all the accommodation, the wonderful luxury suites. So I'll talk you through them as and when we go through the presentation. So starting off with our suites, again, larger than your industry average, but the standard leading room is around about 15 to 16 square meters. Now you can see here it's got a picture window, so no balcony, but all the same amenities of the other suites we offer. So the Scenic Slumber Bed, you can tailor make this bed to your needs. It's on a hydraulic system, goes up, down and sideways and all sorts. I've got myself stuck in it before, believe it or not, and had to phone my butler up to get me out, but it was absolutely so comfortable. A pillow menu, silk woven carpets, HD TV on demand, Apple TV on demand, and a restocked minibar. But we have ensuite bathrooms as well, the walk-in shower, the power shower, mood lighting, Octatan toiletries, and lots of space you can use there with the vanity sink as well. But what we strongly suggest is that you do try and upgrade to a balcony suite. Now, a massive 21 meter square, you can see that it has got this innovative window. Push the button, the window comes down, creating either indoor outdoor space, so it's perfect in any kind of weather. The reason why I mention this is because there's always a point of interest to see on these wonderful rivers we cruise, whether it's a medieval castle or the rolling vineyards. You know, it's just mesmerizing. You're coming out in your wonderful scenic bathrobe, you're sat on your veranda there with a glass of wine or a coffee or whatever you choose, and you're just mesmerized by the ever-changing scenery. So the Sun Lounge, the next slide, is you can see that it's just a wonderful place. It's a new innovative feature that Glenn introduced, and it's unique to scenic spaceships. So the next suite category, the Royal Balcony Suite, 28 to 33 meters squared. And as you can see here, it has that separate lounge area located midship, and it has the 2 balconies here, the 2 sun lounges. So the light, the transparency is quite incredible. The Royal Panorama Suite, which is 25 to 44 meters squared. Again, look at the decor. And it's key to note that Glenn's wife, Karen, she does all the interior design. She commissions all of our patrons on board. And as you can appreciate, and you can see from these pictures, it's just like a floating boutique hotel. And then the pinnacle, the best suites on board, I would say, are the Royal Owner Suites, 47 to 48 meters squared. I know, Jackie, you've got your name on this one. You can see you in that photo. Stunning, with the rolled top baths, again, the vanity sinks, and then the larger sun deck as well for there. So just moving on then to the dining options on board, and we're proud to say that we do offer up to 5 different dining experiences on board. So the main dining area, the Crystal Dining, this is where you can enjoy a full buffet breakfast, buffet lunch, and a la carte dinner. And as I said, you're stopping all the time, so the food is exceptional, fresh produce. We do a welcome dinner and a farewell dinner. Dress code is relatively relaxed, but you know, of an evening, our guests do like to dress up, maybe a shirt and trousers and a nice dress for the ladies, just like you today, Jackie. I think you look absolutely stunning, might I add, as well. But this is the main Crystal Dining area. So this is the hub, this is the main part. But then moving on to Portobello's, this is Italian speciality, about 6 courses, and all of our guests will get an invitation to this. Oh, it's called Alamore if you're cruising down the French region. Then Table La Rive. This is for Diamond Deck guests only. This is a 6-course degustation menu, which is paired with our wonderful local wines by our sommeliers. But it's an absolute wonderful dining experience. I had the privilege to do it down the Danube, which was just great. The River Cafe, all day grazing, freshly baked pastries, paninis, oven baked pizzas. And this is also where you can get a picnic box if you choose. So if you want to venture out and explore on your own, then you can have a picnic box from our executive chefs. We also offer in-suite dining. So if you want breakfast in bed, lunch in bed, or dinner in bed, you don't even have to leave your cabin if you don't want to. So this is another option that we have. And this will be served by your very own butler. Now, I take full advantage of the butlers. I have them unpacking my case, carrying my case, and all sorts. And some people choose not to use them as much, but they embrace their job. They're true professionals, and they are there on hand with the butler phone should you need them. Now, one of our real popular free choice activities is called Scenic Calendar. This is in the French region. This is where we will take our guests off the ship. We'll go with the executive chef. We'll be in the local supermarkets, and we will get fresh produce, bring it back on board, and we do live cooking demonstrations. And again, paired up with all the wonderful wines as well. But it is really, really popular with our guests. The Wellness Centre, this is probably the only place on the ship that money will cross hands. So we normally say you can leave your purse and wallet at home with Scenic because you don't have to spend anything. But should you choose a manicure, a pedicure, to get your hair done or something similar, you can have it done in this wonderful area. A fully equipped gym, which is great to burn off all that wonderful food that you've consumed over the cruise. And then our new fantastic salt therapy lounge, put teeth back in. This is a new addition on our ships, and they are available on all of our spaceships now, but just a wonderful area to relax before your treatment. Now, the sun deck, this is got to be one of my favorite areas because you've got that 360-degree view. And you can see there the Vitality pool, larger than your industry average, around 6 by 4 meters with an inbuilt jacuzzi. And this is where the cruise director said it's like watching tennis because you're going from left to right to left to right. You seriously don't know where to look because, as I said, the ever-changing scenery will just leave you absolutely mesmerized. So another picture there of the Vitality pool, which is a great one, I think. But I love the sun deck. Sun lounges, places to sit, to chill, read a book if you choose, but a real good area. Now, the Scenic tailor-made device is another innovative feature that Glenn introduced. It accesses 3 different things. Okay, it's got an inbuilt GPS system. It's downloadable on an app. So Jackie and I are cruising down, say, the Rhine, and we see a medieval castle. And Jackie says, oh, I wonder who lived there. So this device will pick that point of interest up. So we tap the button, it will tell you the battles it went through, who lived there, the history, etc. Also, if you choose to venture off on your own, it does pre-programmed tours and also acts as a listening box for your guided free choice activities. So a great bit of kit. Now, we also have e-bikes on board. These are a great way to explore, and they are really good fun as well. One of the free choice activities, the Danube, I went from Malk to Dürnstein. It was actually 20 miles. Thank goodness it was electronically assisted, but just going through the rolling vineyards, the little cobble streets, the villages, it's just a great way to explore these wonderful places. Now, I understand, Jackie, we've had a few pre-submitted questions around the COVID enhanced policies. Is this true?
Yeah, that's right, Danny. Clients want to know really what are the protocols on board for safe travel once it opens up again.
Okay, well, the world, as we all know, may have changed. However, our commitment to our guests and crew, the guest experience, their health, safety and well-being remains our key priority. We're continuously updating our protocols to safeguard both our health, safety and experience of our valued guests. You'll be informed about these important procedures well in advance of your journey departure, which may include the following information and guidelines. So we've got medical evaluation and PCR testing, contact-free check-in and check-out, socially aware dining, enhanced cleaning commitment, and also our ships are equipped with the state-of-the-art air circulation system, meaning there's no air circulated inside our ships. It's all from outside, so the communal areas, the restaurants, the suites, etc. So we have thought of everything. And you can see by this slide here that there's many more things we're implementing as well. But the beauty of having a minimum of 112 or maximum of 180 guests on board, we're able to follow these protocols a lot easier, shall we say, than these larger vessels. But I hope that answers a few of the questions.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah,
thank
you, Danny.
So moving on to where we go, and I know we're on limited time here, but I just wanted to highlight some of our more popular itineraries. So we cruised Amsterdam right the way down to the Black Sea. The rivers were opened up in 1995, so if you choose to do a 23-day, you can. But the main Rhine and Danube, a popular itinerary for those that are new to our cruise, river cruise, I beg your pardon, is Nuremberg to Budapest, or Budapest to Nuremberg, because you incorporate 4 different countries, 3 capital cities, and it's a great way to immerse yourself in the local culture, the food and everything else. Amsterdam down to Basel, again for your fairy tale castles, the Black Forests. I've never seen a Black Forest gathering being made so quickly in all my life. They're just wonderful. We get all these on board. But again, if you want that fairy tale experience, and then the cosmopolitan city of Amsterdam, right the way to Basel, as I said. But then we've got the French rivers, 3 on offer. So for your foodies and wine lovers, a great cruise down there. And your favorite on your wish list, Jackie, the ever more popular Douro River, which I know we're going to get you on next year. Don't you worry. Your name's on that ship. And then from down a little bit further, we do offer the mighty Mekong and Irrawaddy rivers, and then up there the Volga River in Russia. It's key to note that we don't own and manage and operate the ship on the Volga, just due to the Russian legislations and things. So, but they're the rivers. If you do need more information on the individual itineraries, then give our guys a ring in TravelTime World, and they will be more than happy to help and give you some more information, I am sure. So now,
Danny,
go on.
Sorry, Danny, just before we move on, while we got that slide, what can clients expect to be paying as a ballpark? If they've never done rivers or even ocean cruises, what sort of ballpark figure would you expect to be, as a lead-in price, for a 7-night river cruise in a low season? Low season.
So if we're looking so I've just highlighted that, Nuremberg to Budapest, when we're flights, accommodation, everything included.
Yeah.
Ballpark figure of 2,500, I'd say, as a ballpark figure, just to give you an idea. Obviously, that can fluctuate and change. I don't hold me to that, but we have got some wonderful offers, campaigns, and exclusive show offer that we will showcase after. But yeah, that's a ballpark figure.
Okay, thank you, Dane.
I think we've got a video now, which I think Ash is going to play, which just to showcase. Katarina is going to give you a little whistle-stop tour of one of our ships.
Welcome aboard on the Scenic Jasper.
Thank you so much.
No, don't worry.
Welcome aboard on the Scenic Jasper.
Thank you so much. On a trip like this, it is the little things that make all the difference, and that is why Scenic pays such close attention to the details. So let's go and take a look at where you'll be staying, your luxury sanctuary on board. Well, this is what they call the Royal Panorama Suite. You are looking at the most spacious, the most beautifully appointed room on the entire river. But what else would you expect from Scenic? Isn't it gorgeous? Thank you. Welcome to your Scenic Sun Lounge. Now, with just the touch of a button, your balcony is perfect in any kind of weather. The doors open right up. It is just beautiful. The beds themselves are truly remarkable. They call it the Scenic Slumber, and you can tailor-make your bed according to how you like to sleep. The bed linen, the finest Egyptian cotton, the pillow menu, whatever pillow you would like. I'm going to go for the age-defying pillow, infused with vitamin E to keep my skin moisturized and fresh. I'm going to wake up looking like a supermodel. And the bathrooms, they are just stunning. Plenty of space, lots of shelves. You're going to feel like you're in heaven the whole time you're on board. Wow. Well, come on, let me show you the rest of this incredible ship. I just have to make mention of the art on board. It's all original, all commissioned especially for Scenic. It sort of feels as though you're in a floating gallery. This is the Panorama Lounge. For us guests, this is like the heart of the ship. This is where you can come at any time to catch up with new friends, chill out. A lot of the activities and nighttime entertainment takes place here. No surprises. The tea and coffee making facilities are the most popular spot, but also, just for what it's worth, there is free Wi-Fi right across the ship. Some people like to know that. The River Cafe is a favourite little place for me. This is where you can come to for an early morning breakfast, maybe a light lunch. Also, if you'd like to head out on your own for the day, just ask for a picnic box. Nothing is a problem, as long as you ask. This is beautiful. And when you're out and about, why not take an e-bike for a spin? Woo! It does all the work for you. Up here on the top deck, the ever-changing view will have you mesmerised. You could just spend hours taking in the views, chatting away, maybe having a nice glass of wine and a cheese platter. That's what I love to do. But one thing I recommend you keep on hand is your river view guide. It is amazing. Whatever point of interest you pass, you press a button and you'll hear the story. There's also pre-programmed tours of all the towns and villages, and it has GPS, so you always know exactly where you are. Now, for those who like to be a little more active, this is your slice of heaven. In this room, we have a state-of-the-art gym. Over in here, the Zen space, the Wellness Centre. And here is the room that I call straight after I have checked in. This is the hair salon. This is my happy place. Love the marble. On board a Scenic spaceship, it is always an exceptional culinary experience. Now, this is the crystal dining room, the main dining room, surrounded by big, beautiful open windows. And hello, check this out, the most delicious buffets and a la carte menus created by award-winning chefs. It's flexible seating here, which means you can plonk yourself down anywhere you like. And I just wanted to show you this. With every dining experience, you have a huge choice of both red and white wines. This is Portobello's, or L'Amour if you're cruising through France. I think it's fair to say that it's a truly exceptional and slightly more intimate dining experience. But look at the presentation, it is so lovely. Oh, sorry. Diamond Deck guests will savour an appreciation for fine food, beautiful wine and good company at Table Le Rive. Now, this is a 6-course degustation dinner created by our world-class chefs and then matched perfectly with the best wine from our sommelier. You will love this. On these magnificent ships, nothing has been left to chance. All those tiny touches, right down to the finest detail, has been thought of. They're elegant, spacious, state-of-the-art. A scenic ship is designed to inspire and delight, from their stylish interiors to their impressive facilities. But it's the world-class service team who provide the ultimate in personal attention that will make your scenic cruise truly memorable. You'll find there is no better way to experience the wonders of Europe. So come on, come and enjoy this for yourself. Scenic looks forward to welcoming you on board.
Go.
Excellent.
Okay, Danny, over to you again.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I hope that give you a bit of an insight into scenic river cruising. As I said before, we haven't had time to go through all of our wonderful itineraries, but please do get in contact with our wonderful team at TravelTime World if you want some more information. Okay, so now moving on to our sister brand, Emerald Cruises. Okay, so Glenn introduced Emerald Cruises back in 2014. And I could see you asking the question, why? And the reason why, what he wanted to do, there was a gap in the market. We wanted to offer a similar style of river cruise with a similar style of ship with technology, innovation and design, but strip back the inclusions to give it a different price point in the market. So we offer a fully inclusive service, not an all-inclusive service with Emerald. And we're so proud to say that we've won the best river cruise line for value since 2014 when we launched to date by Cruise Critic. And again, we do urge you to have a look online for that. So as an introduction to Emerald Cruises, we've got another short video, which hopefully Ash will play for us.
Emerald Waterways represents a new chapter in the world of river cruising. Since our debut in 2014, we've modernised the river cruise experience by building the newest ships and combining insightful itineraries with a fully inclusive service, which we call Exceptional Emerald Value. Our river cruises offer you a unique, affordable and leisurely escape with a difference, and have led to us being awarded Best River Cruise Line for Value by Cruise Critic. Our deluxe fleet of revolutionary starships promise contemporary comfort and unique onboard innovations, while our generous, fully inclusive offering combines affordability with great dining, exceptional service, and immersive itineraries across Europe. We take great pride in ensuring every journey is perfectly planned, and each guest enjoys a relaxing, exciting, and insightful river cruise experience, whether you're sailing aboard our award-winning fleet or exploring a nearby town for the day. We cruise the Rhine, Main, Danube, Moselle, Saône, Rhône and Douro rivers, with journeys ranging from 8 to 17 days. Once integral trade and transportation routes are now gateways to cultural enlightenment, and there's no finer way to navigate these treasured landmarks than on board Europe's newest fleet of river cruise ships. From the many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, fairy tale castles and grandiose cathedrals of mainland Europe, to France's laid-back rural southern region where a sleepy way of life dominates the water's edge. With so much included, it's what we like to call exceptional emerald value.
Excellent. Well,
Okay.
hopefully that was a great little introduction to Emerald Cruises. So we own, manage and operate a fleet of 9, and they are called starships. Yep, so Scenic are called spaceships and our Emerald brand's called starships. And brand new for this year, 2021, we've launched the Emerald Luna. And then back in 2019, we launched the stunning Emerald Harmony, which cruises the mighty Mekong River. Now, she is very special because her draft allows her to get right in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City under that bridge. She's only one of 2 river operators that can do that. So please do look at us if you do want that wonderful river cruise down on the Mekong River. So we're going to look at some of the innovative features on our wonderful starships here. Again, packed full of innovation on all of our ships. So with Emerald Cruises, we offer something called Exceptional Emerald Value. As I said, a fully inclusive service. So what does that include? Return flights from up to 15 regional airports, which are available now via Eurostar, should you choose a no-fly option. Transfers to and from the starships, stylish accommodation, as I said, an innovative indoor pool which transforms into a cinema of an evening. Yes, I've experienced it myself, and I'll show you some visuals as we go through the presentation. All your meals on board are included, but only in the one dining facility. We include alcoholic beverages and soft drinks which will accompany lunch and dinner, state-of-the-art tea and coffee making facilities, bottled water restocked daily, 2 excursions per day, and also we take care of all the tipping and the gratuities on board as well, which equates to about £440 on a 15-day cruise. So that's what we call exceptional emerald value, and that's why we've won so many awards. So on our ships is a very warm welcome from our crew. You know, they really do make you feel part of the Emerald team. And as you can see here, the reception area, the floor to ceiling windows, there's lots of light, lots of transparency, lots of shiny surfaces, marble, and that desk there you can see, that's where the cruise director will position themselves, and they're on hand all the time should you have any questions that you want to ask. But as you can see, the three-tiered atrium here, again, there are lots of light, lots of transparency. And what's key, for those of you of river cruise, you know that in certain ports, they dock up nearly 5 deep. And I love it because I get to see all of our competitors. But what's so apparent with our wonderful starships is because they are so light and airy and spacious. The Horizon Bar and Lounge, this is where the cruise director, as I said, will give you an overview on what you can expect on a day-to-day basis. This will also have the tea and coffee making facilities, a fully stocked bar, and also where we'll provide some light entertainment. And it really does depend which region you're cruising down. It could be a folk band, a Bavarian band, a line dancing, or maybe through the French rivers, some wine tasting, cheese tasting, etc. And then a pianist of an evening as well. The Reflections restaurant, this is the one dining area. This will serve a full buffet breakfast, a full buffet lunch, and a la carte dinner. And as mentioned on Scenic, quite similar. We do a welcome dinner and a farewell dinner as well. Dress code very similar, quite relaxed throughout the day, but of an evening, maybe some shirt and trousers, a nice dress for the ladies. So I'm just going to play another quick video of the dining options on board the Starship. So over to you, Ash.
On an award-winning Emerald Waterways river cruise, you can expect great dining experiences from start to finish. Your cruise begins with a welcome dinner where you can meet your fellow guests and ends with a farewell dinner where you can share memories with newfound friends. Our chefs prepare meals of the highest quality, ensuring that the menus showcase the fantastic cuisine Europe has to offer. In Reflections Restaurant, start your day with a hot and cold buffet breakfast, while at lunch you can choose from an array of appetizers, main course choices, and a collection of sweet treats at the dessert table. In the evening, we invite you to be our guest at a 4-course dinner, serving delicious international and regional specialty dishes. To accompany lunch and dinner, we've carefully chosen a special selection of European red and white wines, local beers, and soft drinks, all of which are included in the price of your cruise. When the weather's warm, why not dine on the terrace, where you can enjoy beautiful scenery in an alfresco setting. After a day of sightseeing, you can relax with afternoon tea in the Horizons Lounge with freshly baked cakes and pastries. Plus, with Emerald Waterways, you can enjoy complimentary tea and coffee at all times throughout your cruise.
Yeah, so, we also offer Alfresco Dining as well, which wasn't quite showcased in that video. So if you want to have some light snacks on the front of the ship there. Also, we do some themed events as well. So on the sun deck, for example, we'll have a barbecue, which is just really, really popular with our guests as well. Then moving on to that innovative pool at the rear of the ship. So she's a massive 6 by 4 meters squared with a retractable roof. So she is perfect in every weather. It's comfortable seating. But as mentioned before, she magically turns into a cinema of an evening. So if you don't want to enjoy some of the light entertainment in the Horizon Lounge or a treat to your cabin, then why don't you watch one of your blockbuster classics with some popcorn and, you know, a nice drink in your hand? It's a really, really great area. So I think we've got another quick video just to showcase that now.
Unlike other river cruise lines on Europe's waters, Emerald Waterways' brand new boutique ships boast a heated pool with a retractable roof and a bar, creating a beautiful onboard oasis for you to relax in whatever the weather. On selected evenings, the pool area inventively transforms into a cinema with comfy lounge chairs where you can enjoy classic films and recent releases, taking onboard entertainment in a completely different direction. So, if you're not in the mood to enjoy the bar or ready to retreat to your room, the cinema is a great place to spend your evening.
Go.
All right, wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed that. Jackie, just before we move on, I can see a few questions coming up on my screen here. Can you see them too? Do you want to answer a couple of those? Well, I'll do my best.
Yeah. Well, I think now you've sort of started talking about Scenic and Emerald. Are either one better for singles? Because we do have quite a few single travellers.
Oh.
Is either one you recommend?
Oh, do you know what? That's a really good question. And we welcome single solo travellers on board, most definitely, because not only is it just a great way to interact with your fellow passengers, you know, when you're going off and you explore these different places, you know, they just love it. But regards to your question, yes, we do. We have some single cabins on the lower deck. but also throughout certain times throughout the year, we have no sole occupancy on a double cabins as well. So it's always worth phoning TravelTime, so you can phone us and check when those dates are. But we welcome solo travellers with open arms on both brands, Jackie. So that's hopefully answered that question for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want one other little quick one. The excursions,
Yeah.
are they chargeable or not?
Well, no, they're not
Do people
chargeable.
pay?
So, for example,
Okay.
I just said for up to 5 included with Scenic. So, you know,
Yeah.
with
Right.
Emerald, we're talking about now, so you get 2 included, but we also offer something called Discover More, which would be included with Scenic, but you have to pay extra with Emerald. Okay. So that's when you take off further afield.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Over to you, Danny.
Over back, I say, let's just have a look at some of our boutique suites now on board the Starships. So just moving on there, I mean, they're very similar in as much as their design. Karen's like looked at the contemporary feel again, but the Emerald Stateroom, 153 to 170 square foot, again with that picture window, but just like a floating boutique hotel. Queen size deck beds or twin bed should you choose. Very comfortable, but similar amenities. Doesn't have the restock minibar, doesn't have the Apple TV on demand, and little extras that Scenic offer. But you know, with the decor, they're very similar. The luxury bathrooms, as you can see, again very contemporary. Molten brown toiletries, power shower, mood lighting, again very similar. The panorama balcony suite, again, we strongly suggest that you do upgrade to this because, as I said, there's always a point of interest. You can see here the Hungarian Parliament behind you there, which is just stunning. She lights up of an evening, and all the beautiful chain bridges. And it's keen to note as well, when we are in Budapest, we do kind of a slow cruise up that part of the river, and it really is magical. But moving on then to the grand balcony suites, again, larger than the industry average, but just similar style. And then the pinnacle of all suites on our Starships are the owner's 1-bedroom suites, which are a huge 285 to 315 meters squared. So that will also offer the Emerald Concierge service. So similar what you get in all of your suites for Scenic, but only on the owner's suite on the Starships. So with regards to the rivers, very similar to Scenic again. However, we only offer the one river in France, so that's the Rhone and the Seine. We don't offer the Bordeaux or the Seine River up the top there, but the ever more popular Douro River, the Rhine, Main and Danube, and also we've got the Emerald Harmony, which you can't see, which cruises the mighty Mekong River as well. So in a real nutshell, that is both brands. I hope that I've covered enough. We're just going to move on quickly now to cruise with confidence and book with confidence with both brands, because we know there's still a lot of uncertainty in the world, but we do have the 60-day flexible transfer policy. So this allows you to transfer your holiday to a different date up to 60 days prior to departure. And also we're offering, should we say, lots of great super early bird campaigns. So for 2022, you can save up to 10% on your cabins. Also an additional £1,500 per person. And we offer a free premium drinks package as well. So in essence, Emerald does become all-inclusive. Moving on to Scenic, our super early bird offer is savings up to 10% when you pay in full within 12 months prior to departure, plus free door-to-door chauffeur transfers, and an additional £1,200 per person. And then exclusive to TravelTime World, if you book within 7 days post this event, you can save an extra £250. I'm giving it away by the looks of it. £250 per person for your cruise, and then 14 days prior post event, £150 per person, which is just great. And that's exclusive to you, Jackie, and your wonderful clients. And thank you so much for listening to me. I hope it's inspired you a bit to go on one of our wonderful river cruises.
Okay, thank you, Danny. Actually, very quick question from Lindy, who's just emailed in and said, are the COVID protocols exactly the same on Emerald as they are on Scenic?
Wonderful question. Yes, the answer to your question, Lindsay, is yes, they are mirrored from brand to brand, exactly the same.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
they've all said
Okay,
yeah.
okay, Danny, this one is a question from me. And I
Oh.
know you've said on board that people like to dress sort of quite casually and it's very relaxed. But in the evening, a lot of us like to get up, get dressed up, and maybe put the tiara on. I mean, can you do formal dining, formal dressing on board?
Well, yes, like I said, most of our guests do like to dress up of an evening, you know, and I think, well, I certainly do, and I know you certainly do as well, but it's just, we don't like to put any dress codes in place. Obviously, we can't have people rocking up in ripped jeans and things like that into our restaurants, but generally, yes, people will dress up of an evening. Shirt, trousers, some wear a tie, nice dresses and things, but yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, I think, you know, especially when you're stopping off, and we're doing, especially on Scenic, when you're going off in these rich experiences, you know, going to these Palais Liechtensteins and places, you know, then you will get dressed up, you know, on your nice gowns and things. But we don't like to put a dress code in place, but our guests do like to dress up of an evening. Yeah, I hope that's answered it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, well, I think that's all we've got time for today, Danny. A huge thank you to you. If anybody out there would like more information on Scenic River Cruises or Elman featured today, just call or email us and we'll be very, very happy to speak to you. Please do remember that the team here at TravelTime is always available. You can call us on our normal number, which is 01442 879787, or visit our website at traveltimeworld.co.uk. Or you can subscribe to our weekly journal, which has all the videos posted on it. And again, we can follow us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So anyway, that's all we have time. A huge thank you to Danny at Scenic and Emerald River Cruises. And bye-bye for now. Bye.
Bye.